record. Yay. So I got a couple of things to talk to you guys about. The first one is our pep rally promo that's going on right now. Do not forget about that. And I don't care if it's what is today? Well, yay! That was great. Okay, so I don't care how many days we have left. This is my life, y'all. I'm telling you. So 27th. So we've got tonight. We've got 28th. So we've got 3 more days after tonight, and I'm going to shut up, Hillary. This makes her so happy. So Rhonda Smith, who is not, she's not on here yet, but she usually is. She is a platinum director, and she hit manager 6 hours after she started. 6 hours. So go back to your customers. Go back to the ones that you signed up last month. Go back to the ones you've signed up this month. Who is that? Who is Zoom user?
Must be Rhonda.
Is it Rhonda? She's never gotten on here with Zoom user before, but she did. She hit it in 6 hours after she started. So if you don't think it can happen, think again. It can. Anything is possible. You got to think about this. You've got customers that have a whole different network than what you do. So even if things are slow for you, they might have people that are just waiting for something, and they can make one post and it explode. Todd Redmond is a perfect example. He started 3 weeks. He ordered his system 3 weeks ago. He has almost 4,000 points right now. I mean, it's amazing what can happen if you can build that vision in them and get them to do it. And it's just like, I don't know if you guys saw Jennifer McKinney. I don't know what she was on the other day on the Eric Worre training, when she said it can't be simple so a kindergartner can understand it. It's got to be simple enough that a kindergartner can tell a kindergartner how to do it. And we have that. We've got those boards. We've got the tools that make it so simple that you can do it for them. Then all of a sudden they're doing a business and don't even think they're doing anything, and they're getting that money. And that's what changes people. You can close your eyes and think of 20 people that you know, and every single one of them could use an extra $500 or $1,000 before Christmas. Every one. And if they don't need it for themselves, they could bless somebody else with it. But every single person, there's not one person that I can close my eyes and think of other than the ambassadors in this company. That $500 or $1,000 would not be so significant to them. People that I know, the customers that I've signed up, that's significant. We went through, and I'm going to use Todd as an example again. And I don't know if he's on here or not, but he was going to be, but we went through today, and again, he started 3 weeks ago, and we went through his commission statement. He's not going to mind me telling you this, but we went through his commission statement, and this month already, if he doesn't do one more thing, he's made $1,020, and his mind is blown. Can you even imagine what that could do to a customer? 3 weeks. But again, you've got 3 days. They're going to have to go overtime. But a lot of your customers that are already having those results and already having success, get them to post. Show them the value in it. That pep rally promo is crazy what they're offering. If you haven't hit all of those ranks, then you fight for the next rank and get your own money. You know what I mean? So that pep rally promo is still in full effect from now until the end of the month. And we really need to make sure that we take advantage of that. Your subscriptions, this is another thing. This isn't even my training yet, but subscriptions, go through those unprocessed subscriptions. And if they have not processed, call them, get them on the phone with corporate, especially the customers that you signed up last month, so they can get their free bottle of XR2. They need to call corporate to have that process, and they had to have already had one that did not process. If they didn't set one up, they can't get the XR2. But if they have an unprocessed subscription, they can call, they can give them the credit card, they can get it processed and get their XR2. So make sure you go through this. Okay. I have been hearing a lot from a lot of you on this team that my numbers are slow, and it's just, I'm just not seeing the results that I saw, and people are just not signing up like they were, and this is happening and this is happening, and I'm not going to get back to the level I was last month. I don't even know if I'm going to get to the level I started at, and it's just frustration. And this is, remember what I've been training on? You've got these roller coaster moments. You've got these ups and you've got these downs. And it's not just our team. This is across the company. This is one of those downtimes. They happen. But what do we tell you that you do when the months are in the lull? What do? We learn, we grow, we persevere, we increase that determination, we increase that drive. This is where the grit comes in. This is where we find something deep inside of us to know that what we're doing every single day, we're going to see the results of. It is monotonous. I'm going to tell you, I know it is. I know that sometimes it feels like you are doing all the work, you're doing everything right, and you're not seeing any results. And it is just like, you feel like you want to hit your head against a wall. You feel like you want to throw your phone across the room. You feel like you want to throw it out the window and out across the yard. I mean, those times happen, and it is okay to get frustrated. It is okay to get discouraged. What it's not okay to do is quit. Quitting is not okay. But it's okay to feel like that you're doing it for nothing, because we've all been there. But if you look at me, I was there. I am now to the point where my numbers, I'm going to have the worst month I've had in a year. But you know what? You think I'm going to quit just because my numbers aren't where they are normally? You think that's going to make me quit? No, because I know where it can be. I know where it's going to get back to. I know where doing that work day in and day out is going to get me to. I know what the results of that work is going to bring, because I've seen it. I've seen these months. And I'm going to tell you, my worst month in over a year that we're going to have this month is still better than the best month that I had in 2017. You know what I mean? So it's an up and down thing, and you've got to go with the waves. The waves are, sometimes they'll crash you and knock you down, and sometimes they're good because they just come up and they just make you go, they feel good. Those waves feel good. But sometimes those waves are, when you get in that white water, those things are rough, and they'll knock you down and knock you flat on your butt. Sometimes make you feel like you're drowning. Anybody with me? Y'all getting that analogy? Because, you just got to ride those waves. You've got to go through the valleys, and then you've got to just keep on persevering to get back up to that mountaintop, because the mountaintops are going to come. There's been so many times that early on, not lately, but early on, that I questioned, is this really going to happen for me? Or is it really what they say it's going to be? And there's been times where I have literally just screamed and cried and just really thought that this is never going to happen. I go up and I go up, and then it's just flat on my butt. And I can tell you, there's people on this call right now that have been there. They know that it's hard sometimes. But quitting cannot be an option. That cannot be in your vocabulary. And one of the best analogies that someone that I've ever heard in this business is, if you were to invest your hard-earned money into a brick and mortar store. Did you know that it takes on average 5 years to turn a profit in a brick and mortar store, a retail store, any kind of store, any kind of business, not even a store, any kind of business that you establish that's I don't even know what you call it. Just, it's not retail, but it's any kind of establishment that you have to invest in. When you invest money in something, take McDonald's franchise. Take a McDonald's franchise. I can't even tell you how many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a franchise is. It takes an average of 5 years, sometimes more, to see that green, to get out of that red. This is a franchise opportunity that you have no overhead, that you see green almost immediately if you put the work in. And can you imagine how much work you would have to put into a brick and mortar store? You would have to keep your doors open and work in that thing from the time it's open till the time it closes, until you find somebody you trust enough to maybe fill in some of those hours. But when you're starting something yourself, it's your baby, right? And people go to work 9 to 5 for an average of 40 years before they can retire. Yet you can't give this 2 years, 40 years, and never get ahead. A job means just over broke. You're never going to make more than the owner of that company. Never. You have got limits on your income with any 9 to 5 job that you have. And it takes 40 years to get to a point where you can maybe have retirement. But you can't give this 2 years. You can't give this 5 years. But I'm going to tell you, if you stay in it for a minimum of 5 years, and this is statistics in network marketing, and it's actually 10 years. You stay in a network marketing company for 10 years, and you are going to be one of the top earners in that company. You go look it up. That's the truth. You will be 10 years, you will be in the top 1% earners of that company. Didn't take me that long. It took me 3 years to be in the top 1% of that company. It took Hillary 1 year to be in the top 1% earner of that company. But I don't know anybody probably in the state of Georgia that works like Hillary does. And I'm not even kidding. And that's it. And you know, if you want to grow, you got to work. And she puts into it, you know, she's got 4 kids too. So busy can't be an excuse for anybody. She does have a little bit of age, you know, of youth on us, you know, on some of the ones on me anyways. But still, I mean, I would call her, and this is honestly, this is the honest to God truth. This past summer, when she was really pushing it, and in the spring, I would call her at 2 a.m. and she would answer the phone. I don't think she ever slept, because she had a goal, she had a focus, she had a mindset that nothing was going to stop her. She was going to run through brick walls to get this, and she did. You don't have to do it that fast. If you are just consistent, and you just keep that determination, and you just focus on what can be, you look ahead, you have tunnel vision. Don't let anything tell you you can't do it. You look ahead to know what you're going to get, and you stay in it and don't quit, and you'll get it. It's the truth. But you got to do the work. Can't not do the work every day. And you can't skip days. Hillary, can you unmute real quick?
Yes.
Okay, so you started this in August of 2020, right?
Yes.
How many days have you not worked since August of 20, since you started the business?
None.
How many days for the next year are you not going to work?
None.
I've been doing this since May of 2015. In 6.5 years, there's been one day that I did not work, and I was on the 50K cruise in the middle of a storm on the ocean, and we did not have Wi-Fi or cell service. That's the only day since I started this that I have not done something for my business. You have to do it every day, even if it seems monotonous, even if it seems like you're getting nowhere, even if it seems like nobody's answering your messages, even if it seems like you post on your page and not one person likes your post, they still see you. They're still seeing that your doors are open. And when they're ready, guess who they're going to come to when they see that your doors are open? Are they going to come to the person who never posts anymore? Because what's the point? Nobody sees it. Are they going to come to the person who never messages them and follows up anymore because they never respond back? What's the point? Nope. They're going to come to the person who's stripped on them for the past 3 years that they've been thinking about it. When they're ready, they're going to come to you because they know you're still doing it. They know your doors are open. So you can't give up ever. You got to be all in, and you got to do it even when it's hard and even when it's senseless. And I know I've done this training before, but I went back to it because I really think right now there's some frustration going on, and it seems there's some discouragement going on. And this is when we lose people during these months. And statistics are, this is another statistic that Zingular has given us, 75% of distributors quit within a year. And I don't want one person on this team to be in that 75%. I want you to see past the hardness. I want you to see past what this lull that we're in right now. See past the valley. See past the wave that's crashing on you. So Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He missed more than 9,000 shots in his career. He lost almost 300 games. He missed the game-winning shot 26 times. He failed over and over and over again. But he says, because he failed over and over, that's why I succeeded. Some want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and some make it happen. What if he had quit? Greatest basketball player ever. What if he had quit because he got cut from that high school basketball team? Same thing with Babe Ruth. Not only was he the home run king, he was the strikeout king. He had the record for the most strikeouts. And it's just Walt Disney, they were told that he was told he lacked imagination. What if that had discouraged him? Stephen King had 30 rejections for Carrie. His wife got his drafts out of the garbage can because he almost quit. And she sent him in to that last one. And then Elvis Presley was fired by the Grand Ole Opry. You know, it's just like you think about all these people. And I know this one isn't written down, but I've heard this. Colonel Sanders over and over and over again failed. And I think he was like, he was old when he finally opened Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, it's just like you think about that. There's some people that want it. There's some people that work for it and get it. Because right here, you can say all day long, oh, I'm going to do that. I want to do that. I really want to be an executive. And then you've got people that like Hillary, that work every single day as much as they can. And I mean, a freight train couldn't have stopped her. I'm going to tell you, she was the freight train that was plowing through any obstacle that got in her way. I can tell you, that girl has made sacrifices. She has made a lot of sacrifices. She has sacrificed time away from her family. She has sacrificed time away from her husband. She has sacrificed doing things that she wanted to do. But I'm going to tell you, there's no regret in what she's done because she's doing it for the betterment of her and the betterment of her family and to give her family something that they don't have right now. So what is it that you want? Is she sacrificed a clean house? What is it that you want that you don't have right now? What is it that you want long-term for you? What is it that you want for your family? What is it that you don't have right now that you can't give them because of the circumstances you're in? And what if some sacrifices could make a whole new life 5 years down the road? Would it be worth the sacrifices for that 5 years in order to get to a place where that time freedom comes and the financial freedom comes and you don't have to worry about the mundane stuff? Because I'm going to tell you, there were years where I worked 12 and 14 and sometimes 16 hours a day, but where I'm at right now, I don't have to do that. I work every day, but today I went and spent 3 hours with my grandbabies and I turned my phone off and I was present with them. So you can still be where you want to be and have that time freedom, but you're going to have to work for it and get to a place where you've got to see it, and you've got to get your family involved. Tell them what you're doing and why you're doing it. Make a dream board with your family. And when you get discouraged, you go look at that board that your daughter or your son or your grandbaby, you go look at that thing, that college that you know you'll be able to send them to, and that life you'll be able to give them, and the time that you'll be able to spend with them because you're sacrificing a little bit now. And then you look at all of the people that you're going to be able to help do the same thing. You look at all those moms that are working right now that are going to be able to stay home with their babies because you are going to make a difference to them. It's amazing. And I'm overwhelmed, and it's just, me and Hillary were talking today, and both of us, I think, ended up just squalling because it's just, it's, you look at all the people that you have impacted their lives. And if you quit, who is it that's not going to get what they could have if you had stuck around? You know what I mean? Because you're going to be somebody's blessing over and over and over and over. So you got to stick it out. Don't make it be about you. Make it be about somebody else. Make it be about the things that you can get to, and the people that you can bring with you, and the people that you can pull up, and the people that are praying for an answer right now. You can be their answer. And so 3 tips. Whoa. Oh, time for Focus 40. Dang it. I'm going to finish this real quick. I just said this one. Make it about them, not about you. Who are you not helping by not reaching out? And marry the process, divorce the results. Don't worry about if anybody's seeing your post. Don't worry about if anybody's responding to your messages. Don't worry about if they've ghosted you. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. I don't care if somebody hasn't responded to you that you're coaching for 3 months. You follow that coaching schedule. Marry the process. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't worry about the results. They're still seeing it, because you'll be able to see their little face on the side of that message to know. And if you don't see that little face that they're seeing your messages, text your customers. Build those relationships with them. And then the third thing, wash, rinse, repeat. It's that simple, you guys. It's the same things over and over. It's the same things when you're a director. It's the same things when you're an executive. It's the same things when you're an ambassador. And if you don't believe me, get on Focus 40 right now and see that it's not. It's the same things over and over and over again. If you don't step forward, you're always going to be exactly where you are right now. So dig in. We got 3 days after tonight. You can do anything you set your mind to. I know Judy McCarthy is a freaking boss this month. She is determined to earn that Founders Club trip. And I'm seeing her on her team page. She is getting her team fired up. She is that freight train right now. She is doing whatever it takes. Set a goal for yourself. Say you're going to get 5 signups before the end of the month. And you do whatever it takes to to get to that goal that you set for yourself. You set the goal, and then don't let anything stand in your way. Go see how far you are from the next rank and do it. Only you set limits on yourself. You're the only one that can tell yourself you can't. So get out of your own head, get out of your own way. Stop with saying you can't. Turn your can'ts into cans. And then go do whatever it is that you want to do. Go be that girl boss. Go be that guy boss. Be the boss. This is your business. You're the CEO. You can make it anything you want. You can make it rise, or you can make it crumble. You are in complete control. We are here to support you, inspire you, encourage you, but the motivation has to come from here. It's got to come from the heart. You got to want it. You got to get up in the morning and think about what it's going to give you. You got to go to sleep at night thinking about, dreaming about what this is going to give you. The motivation's got to come from here. You're the only one that can do it. So I love y'all so much. And I wish I would hang out for Focus 40 if you can. I know Hillary's got to go and finish. And y'all, give her some love, because she is actually speaking at Zine Fest, and she's got to turn in her speech and her training and stuff, and she's gonna rep us good. I'm so excited. She's gonna be the best one, y'all. I can't wait. I think I'm more excited about her than I was when they asked me. I really do.
Don't hype me up too much. You're gonna jinx me.
No, I'm not. No, you are confident. You are poised. You know what you're saying. You know what you're talking about. You're going to do something that you know inside and out, and you're going to rock it. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm going to be screaming the loudest. You're going to get up there to try. We're gonna be like Redneck Come to Texas.
Yep, don't bring any dang cowbells or air
Vicky,
horns.
bring your cowbell. Vicky, bring your cowbell to Texas. I'm joking. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna have such a blast, and I can't even wait. Oh, I wish you wouldn't sound like an alien, because I know you have something so good to say. Does anybody have anything tonight before we move on to Focus 40? I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Hang on.